How would a tiny pony wake up a sleepy human? One day, the human is still fast asleep. Even when the alarm clock goes off, it does absolutely nothing to wake them up, so Applejack decides to take matters into her own hooves. Unfortunately, she's immediately greeted by an accidental smack from the sleeping human. Seeing that the human still refuses to wake up, Applejack comes up with a plan of her own. First, she adjusts the human's sleeping position. Then, she gives them a taste of free fall. Applejack is convinced that this should finally wake the human up, but instead, the human somehow ends up sleeping even more soundly. With no other choice, Applejack drags them back into the room and starts thinking of another solution. At first, she wasn't sure whether the human was awake or not, but now she's pretty sure the human has simply been knocked unconscious. Faced with this situation, Applejack decides it's time to use her ultimate move. She quietly sneaks over and gives the human a kiss on the cheek. To her surprise, it actually works. The human finally wakes up. Being thoughtful as always, Applejack even brings over a cup of coffee to help them wake up completely. Using a spoon, the human creates a picture of Applejack on top of the coffee. After doing all of that, Applejack is completely exhausted, so the human helps her relax with a nice massage. And to thank Applejack, the human brings her a large apple. With a skilled buck of her hind legs, Applejack neatly splits the apple in half. Then, she happily begins enjoying her meal. After eating and drinking her fill, the human brings out Applejack's hat and places it on her head. Finally, the human takes Applejack to meet up with her friends.